Eccoci qui,
Mettiamo team.
siamo qui in diretta dalla Yoga Shala per sentire questo confronto insieme al nostro team che ci allieterà della sua meravigliosa presenza quando sarà qui alla Yoga Shala dal 20 al 22 di settembre. Allora, questa è la nostra prima diretta, quindi non abbiatecene se succede qualcosa che non siamo in grado di fare, tipo invitare team in questo momento.
Sarà che lui non ha aperto per accettare inviti?
Dici che non
Potrebbe
sarà?
essere.
Ah, ok. E vai nel mio telefono e prova a scrivermi.
Chiunque.
Mhm.
Cos'è questo?
Non lo so, richiesta di iscrizione. Quando qualcuno accede, chiunque possa vedere i suoi video in diretta potrà vedere anche questo. Sì. Adesso ce la faremo, ragazzi, cercheremo di essere... Ma non so se devo parlare in italiano o in inglese. Allora, io non so neanche quello che succederà. Ah, ecco, è
Ciao.
arrivata la Giovanna Buona. Però tu non dovevi essere dentro, adesso ti facciamo uscire.
Grazie.
Esci
Ciao.
tu, perché non ho idea di come funzioni questa cosa.
Ciao
Prova ad
ciao.
uscire tu.
Ah, sì, esco. Va bene.
Vediamo un po'. Ecco, grazie. Benissimo. Allora, nell'attesa di riuscire a collegarci con Tim, niente, vi racconto quello che succederà alla Shala dal 20 al 22 di settembre. In pratica, finalmente, dopo anni che io cerco di invitare qui team Feldmann alla Yoga Shala, ce la stiamo facendo, perché abbiamo iniziato dal 2020, perché lui nel 2020 doveva venire qui a settembre. Poi nel 2021 niente, ci abbiamo provato nel 2022, non ci siamo riusciti, insomma alla fine siamo arrivati al 2024 e quindi siamo, insomma, io sono felicissima perché io ho una grande amicizia con Tim che mi lega a lui da oltre 20 anni, l'ho conosciuto, non lo so, penso nel 2001, e quindi era sicuramente una persona con cui insomma, abbiamo condiviso, è una persona con cui abbiamo condiviso tante cose e quindi insomma siamo sicuramente legati da tante importanti esperienze che abbiamo fatto insieme. E quindi niente, io sono felicissima che finalmente arriverà, è un uomo veramente meraviglioso, ha avuto un percorso bello, interessante ed è una persona molto empatica. Fra le altre cose lui è anche stato un grande ballerino, quindi lui viene dalla danza e ha fatto un grandissimo percorso come ballerino e di conseguenza è senz'altro una persona che ha insomma, anche un certo modo di presentarsi, di stare con le persone, insomma, vedrete che chi parteciperà a questo workshop sarà davvero una grandissima occasione per condividere. Poi oltretutto con un uomo di grande esperienza nello yoga e nella vita e quindi sarà senz'altro molto interessante. Quindi vi dicevo, io lo conosco dal 2001, abbiamo fatto tantissime esperienze insieme, abbiamo iniziato con i ritiri di Lino Miele in cui ci si incrociava, tantissimi anni fa, come dicevo nel 2001, forse e qualche anno dopo, e poi dopo ci siamo incontrati, non dico tutti gli anni, ma quasi tutti gli anni a Mysore, dove appunto andavamo a studiare prima con Patabi Joyce e poi con Sharat e con il nipote e quindi insomma abbiamo continuato ad avere questo legame veramente molto profondo perché davvero poi con le persone con cui ci si incontra durante queste esperienze si creano sempre delle bellissime connessioni, si creano dei bellissimi momenti e quindi insomma sarò molto contenta di potervelo presentare, tanto man mano vedo che insomma vi state collegando, io non so neanche quello che sto facendo, ve lo dico subito, le dirette per me sono veramente questo mondo sconosciuto, ma visto che ormai siamo in questo mood di comunicazione, accettiamolo. Adesso cercherò di capire che cosa sta succedendo, perché noi abbiamo la nostra Noelia che si occupa di tutte queste cose che niente, sta cercando di capire come collegarsi, non lo so. Comunque, in qualche modo ce la faremo, eh? Non abbiatemene, vi prego, perdonatemi, perché io nella mia vita volevo fare l'insegnante di yoga, non volevo fare tutte queste cose. Poi la vita te le porta davanti e tu dici, ok, va bene, le cose bisogna farle. Però rimango sempre dell'idea che io avrei voluto fare solo l'insegnante di yoga e non fare questo tipo di cose. Adesso scusami che cerchiamo di capire, è arrivata la Noelia, la quale chissà cosa ci dice di fare, un attimino, vediamo se ce la facciamo. Ok, vediamo se c'è Tim adesso, vediamo un pochino, Tim, metti anche la M così siamo più sicuri che ce l'abbiamo. No. Tim.
Social.
Go, Tim, go.
No, I know. We're trying to invite you, but we cannot find you actually.
Non riusciamo a ritrovarci.
You don't appear as a guest.
Aspetta, perché loro, se no, sai cosa succede? Che loro mi entrano dentro la diretta quando fai così, quindi lascia, mettila Erika. Erika, esci!
Oddio, allora.
Rimuovi la Erika. Ok, scusami Erika, adesso ce la facciamo, non avercene.
Abbandonata, ok.
Ok, quindi, no, questa cosa è troppo divertente. Allora, lui non è social, io meno che meno, però io sono qua e vediamo la Noelia cosa riesce a fare. Comunque, al di là di tutto questo, intanto vi trattengo, ok? Vi trattengo con questa... Poi la cosa divertente è che questa cosa poi andrà pure registrata, per cui poi ci sarà qualcuno che se la guarderà in registrazione, ma tanto pare che le dirette iniziano sempre con ciao e intanto si aspettano le persone. Noi cerchiamo adesso di capire invece come entrare con Tim direttamente. Tanto lo sapevo che sarebbe successo qualcosa, che ci sarebbe stato qualcosa che non andava. Niente, volete farmi una domanda? Vediamo se riesco a capire come funzionano le domande, vediamo un po'. Allora, quando mi mandate il video di richiesta di partecipazione, in realtà se io l'accetto, voi entrate nel video, per cui non fatelo, vi prego. State qui con noi, ma non cercate di partecipare alla richiesta di partecipazione al video in diretta, ok? Ecco. Qualcuno mi dice che bella sei, grazie Patrizia, sei un amore, beh ovviamente sei la mia estetista, cosa vuoi, come fai a dire di no? Dai, lo sappiamo. Vediamo un pochino, non avete una domanda da farmi? Dai, fatemi una domanda così vi rispondo. Oh Signore benedetto, che ridere. Vabbè, il bello della diretta, comunque, ce la possiamo fare, vediamo un po'. Allora, vediamo un pochino. Non chiedetemi la richiesta di partecipazione alla diretta perché se io l'accetto voi entrate nella diretta, avete capito? E raccontaci qualche aneddoto di quando eravate a Mysore. Hai capito? Allora, aspetta che forse è arrivata la Noelia, poi di aneddoti a Mysore ce ne sono un sacco in realtà.
Yes.
Vediamo un po'.
Did you find...
Aspettate, perché qua c'è... No, questo no.
Oh, wait, are you watching Elena? She's live now.
Ci sei, Tim? Are you there, Tim? Tim?
Okay, but...
Non Elena Page, la Yoga Shala.
We're at la Yoga Shala. Go to the little profile picture, the little circle. There must be...
No, fa troppo ridere questa cosa.
Yes, exactly.
Cosa succede? Non ce l'abbiamo. Niente. Ecco, vabbè, tanto mi vedete fare così. Ecco, c'è. No, Margaret. No, perché bisogna chiedere se lui... No, eccolo qua. Rimuovi dal video. No,
aggiungi come moderatore.
Ecco, no?
Quello?
Come moderatore? Un moderatore può disattivare il commento e rimuovere qualcuno da queste... No. Puoi aggiungere un solo moderatore. No, non è moderatore. No. Tim, ask to be part of the video. Vedi? qui c'è scritto richiesta di partecipazione al video in diretta. Is a kind of request to participate on the live.
There you go. Ecco.
Aspetta,
There I invited
maybe
you.
you are invited. We'll see. Try to accept the invitation. Ce la facciamo? Okay, we'll see what you can see, what I can see.
We send you an invitation. You're in the chat, but you don't see the image. Maybe it's better if you use your phone because it's strange that you have no video.
Vediamo un pochino, invita. We have an invitation. I send another invitation, Tim.
We send you an invitation. Maybe you got a notification from Instagram.
Invito inviato. No, vabbè, che ridere, ragazze. Maybe ha detto,
oh, maybe you should close the call and try. Let's close the call.
Ah, certo. Eccolo qua, vedi, Tim Feldmann hanno inviato una richiesta.
Visualizza richiesta.
Visualizza richiesta.
Accetta.
Accetta. Ok, maybe we are here.
I'm gonna close the phone.
Ha funzionato?
Che secondo me c'è anche una chiamata. Quindi.
Eccolo! Grande Tim! Ok, we took like 10 minutes, but we did it.
I think it's better if we disconnect because you can't hear.
I cannot hear? Ok, vai.
Can you hear me?
Ecco, sì, I can hear Tim. How are you, my dear?
I'm good. It's been a long time, man.
It's such a long, yes, such a long time.
Yes.
When was the last time we were together in Mysore? 2018, 17? I think so.
Remember, but maybe like
Yeah. I think it was around at the time because yes, I think it was. I was there in December 17 and January 18, and I think you were there.
That sounds very possible.
Yeah, of course. We were so many times together. Actually, I think every year we were there together. Anyway.
Are you good?
Yes, of course, I'm good. I just back from 1 week with the dolphins.
Crazy.
Did you see the video,
Video. Yes.
It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. And I'm so happy that the next amazing experience is with you, finally, at La Shala, La Yoga Shala. I'm so happy you are coming,
Yes. Yeah, it's Friday.
Sorry?
Very soon. It's in 2 weeks.
Yes, it's very, very soon. I cannot hear you very well,
Shall I try to see?
No, it's okay. I think it's okay. Yes. No, yes, it's very soon, in two weeks. Today is in less than 2 weeks, actually. In 10 days. 10 days. Very good. Okay, my dear. Do you want to introduce yourself and say something about you?
Sure.
Go.
My name is Tim, and thank you for having me in here today, Elena. And thank you, all of you, for coming in here today. I've been doing yoga, Ashtanga yoga, since 1999.
Like me. Same here.
Yes. And then I've been doing yoga since 1994 or 5, or something like 5 years. I met Elena a long time back when I was a student of Lino Miele, and I think also, Elena, you were also a student of Lino Miele.
It was 2001 when we met.
Yes, it's been long time.
We were so young.
Oh, we were young, not so much anymore. So yeah, that's that. And what about me? I practiced with Shara Joyce. I used to practice with Patabi Joyce. Before that with Lino Miele. And I still practice with Shara Joyce, and I'm authorized from him. And this is what I do. I teach yoga. I teach Ashtanga yoga, travel around, and I teach Ashtanga yoga. That's me. What about you?
What about me? I
Mm-hmm.
started in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And I was suddenly just a few months when I started. Then I knew Lino Miele. I studied with him for around 6-7 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went to Mysore and I studied with Patabi Joyce,
Yeah.
and then of course. With Sharat, and the same like you, we did it exactly the same.
Same path.
We had
Except,
exactly the same path in some way, of course, in different way. I was based in Milano,
yeah,
but I traveled a lot too because, of course,
swimming with
I worked.
dolphins.
I had Dalton, but Dalton was before that I started to do yoga. Now he's 30, almost 31. Can you imagine?
So I can. And
You, you will see him, don't worry. He's so excited that you are coming.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yes, and he's not doing yoga, my son.
Okay.
He's not. He does only in particular situation. I think in your case, he's coming, most probably.
Someone
We'll
has
see.
to be sane in the family,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. That's true. That's true. That's true. Absolutely. Anyway, and yes, this is my path like yours, and we met many times. Okay, someone asked me to tell something about something that happened in Mysore when we were there together. And one thing that I want to speak about was in 2014 when I had the accident with the motorbike. Do you remember that you were like my babysitter and you were going all around with me, bringing to the doctors to the because I had an injury on my shoulder. And Tim was always, very kind, and it was because I couldn't drive my scooter, and then he was my driver when I had to do the how do you say RX X-ray? I don't remember what do you say.
Yeah, X-ray.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
What about that?
you were so kind, actually. Come on,
Cool.
you were very amazing because you helped me a lot in that situation that I was
Well,
kind of immobilized for 1 week, but then slowly I start again with the practice.
well, I think I could identify very well with you because I too have had a big accident and people have had to help me, not in Mysore, but other places. So, we try to be in that kind of situation once or twice. We know how it feels. Then it's easier to be a little friendly when we meet someone else that goes through experience.
Okay, you know how to help someone then when you had the experience before, of course. Okay, we go to our appointment and then we speak about what people can will live with you in Milano in then not next week but next week, next weekend, and what we are going to speak about.
What the heck?
Balance,
Well, yeah.
life, yoga.
Yeah, I thought we were going to focus on yoga for that
Oh,
reason.
okay, perfect.
Don't you think? Yeah, so I think that we're gonna do Mysore, of course, and then we're gonna do different types of asana. And if I may, I think what interests me a lot these days is the connection, the bridge between the asanas that we do all this strong physical effort on the mat, and how to connect that to something that is useful in our whole life. And for me, that has meant that I've been studying some of these important yogic texts that we have in our tradition, such as the Yoga Sutras and the Bhagavad Gita, a few other texts like that. I myself came to a place in my practice where I started to ask, why am I putting my legs behind my head again? Why am I jumping back?
That's a good question.
And and it's like it's early in the morning, everybody's sleeping, and you're thinking like, why am I doing this? So after some many years, and that's when I started to dig deeper into the primarily actually the Yoga Sutras, to find some answers. Why is it that they say that the leg should go there? Why is it has to go there every day? Why is it I have to do so many other asanas every day and so forth? So I found a lot of use for my asana practice, motivation and fire to keep practicing asana. And I find that the Yoga Sutras offered me a grid, a method to begin to understand myself deeper and life itself. And I find that with the help of the Yoga Sutras, they help me navigate. They help me go out in the world, meet other people, all these dilemmas, all these problems that we hit all the time. And by the study of the sutras, I find that I can better pinpoint problems, what these problems are, and therefore how to solve them. That is very interesting for me. And I find that practitioners of Ashtanga Yoga have direct entry into this very, very unique wisdom that we can hardly find anywhere else in the world. So by having a yoga practice, we can begin to understand and ground in very simple ways, begin to feel deep philosophical small nuggets of wisdom. That interests me a lot, and I think that everything I do, and also the teaching in Milan, is shaped around that idea.
Good.
And I know you too, Elena. You've been studying things for years and years, and some of our teachers are the same, like Esri Narasimhan and other people like that.
Yes, and it's yes, for me, you know, especially in the last years, that became the really most important way to teach, because there is no sense to teach asana for that reason without knowing what's the sense of doing something that is quite crazy, no? Like put the leg behind the neck. Of course, it can be easy. It can be not easy, maybe fun.
Yes.
But then, okay, it's not only fun, because otherwise there is no sense. We have to find the sense in what we are doing, especially when we make such a big dedication, no? In what we are doing, and we wake up so early in the morning, we do a very particular life, and we dedicate our life to this kind of topic. And it's not only I do yoga. At certain moment, yoga becomes something that is about me, is me. I'm a kind of yoga, no, in my life, and this is the only real interesting thing about the yoga, because the asana actually, because of course doing asana by itself there's no sense, but discover that the body is what makes in connection the inner world with the outside world is really the big reason that you can really
the juicy bit.
Yeah, it's a juicy really. So, yeah.
And again, I do feel like without all the efforts that we put into these asanas, without taking that journey, it's very difficult to get a grip on what the world is about, or what the self is about, who we are. And also, it can be so much fun to do asana.
Yeah.
And let's face it, we get healthier. When I look at myself in the mirror, I like a little bit better what I see when I do asana. And so there's like many levels, some more noble than others, that is so positive about asana. And I feel when we are in this connection, this relationship of a student and teacher, whether we are the student or we are the teacher, then because we have this practice, because we have this asana, then communication is possible. Then there's a really good basis for conversation. There's a really good basis for understanding and passing along knowledge and experience.
Yeah, also because as a teacher, we cannot teach what we didn't experience.
Yes, it is very hard.
And we have to make the experience about you know, our in your life, and then more experience you have, more you can share with others, and also you have this kind of openness, you know, because you went over so many obstacles during the practice,
Yes.
and during the life too. And that's why the experienced teachers make a big difference, you know, instead to, if we think to ourselves, no, to you when you were younger, and me also. Of course, we were already, you know, the good teacher, but going on and on and on with our own experience, with our own experience, of course, you can feel the free flow of the teaching that is coming out without not even thinking or say, okay, I have to say this, or I have to do this, or I have to, yes, just natural, because you are, you know, a kind of tube where the teaching can go through.
Well, that I think is a very optimal way of looking at that. What we're trying to do is to pass on what we have, to pass on some of the goodness that has been given to us, and to pass some of the knowledge, sometimes wisdom, that has been passed to us. If we can make it flow to the next person, that is very inspiring.
Yeah.
To see someone new begin to take it on and feel the fire. That's very, very, very wonderful.
Nice.
If I make a comment, so you say how to teach what we haven't experienced ourselves.
Sorry,
And
say again, because it's not clear what you said.
You said it's difficult to teach what we haven't experienced ourselves.
Of course.
And this weekend I was teaching Mayurasana, which is an asana from the second series. When you do Mayurasana, you have to take your elbows, you have to put them into your belly like this, right?
Yes.
But then I have learned from my wife that there's different ways to put the arms. Because if you have lots of stuff here, then it's very difficult to put the arms.
Of
Then
course, it's not my case anyway.
You have to put the arms like this. But I don't have that experience, so I have to rely on other people's experience.
Okay, but anyway, in my case, when I did my Urasana, I wasn't going too much into the belly, but more here to the bones, just to block the elbows on the bones, and then work with the leve. How do you say leave? I don't know.
Pivot.
When you put the weight in some way in the other part, you know, it's like make a balance in this way. And yeah, of course, we have to adjust many things. It's true also, you know, being a woman and being a man to teach is interesting.
Sometimes some differences are there, right?
It's true.
You have to try to...
Especially the strength, no? Just to say, okay, but you can do that. And for a man it's so easy, for a woman it's so difficult, and same in the opposite, no? Because of course we have to, how can I say, to experience also the different bodies. That's, you know, male and female bodies are completely different. But anyway, we work on it.
Yeah, good point. I think as in that regard, sometimes new or people who don't know Ashtanga very much think that the first layer where we do the same asana in the same way, they say, oh, it is so, you know, how can you do that? Because it's brutal and it has no, it is not individual practitioners need into account and differences and so forth. I think when we have been doing it for a while, I realized, oh no, Ashtanga yoga is not like that.
No.
We have space. Then when we know that space, then we start to dig inside. So more and more personal about how we practice.
And is also a kind of experience that you have that goes deeper and deeper and deeper all the time that you do the same things. It's like a doctor. It's like a surgery, you know, a surgeon that it does the same surgery every time, but more and more and more and more that
he does that, of course, the experience makes him to be like a really great surgeon, no? And it's something that has to be seen, because all the time, more you do something, more you become expert. You have the ability, and then also you can understand more and more. And I think the repetition is really the one of the most important fact in our practice, because also stay in the same thing every day, you know, helps to focus in something without escape that the fact that maybe it's boring, you know. When they say, it's boring, you do always the same. You don't do never the same, not even once. And it's really interesting, the repetition, as Patabi Joyce Guruji said, always to make a perfect asana, you have to repeat it for 1,000 times.
That's true.
1,000 times means that you have to repeat at least practicing every day for 4 years.
Yeah, and slowly we uncover different layers in that.
Yes.
But listen to you, I agree. I can hear in America we say, "Oh, you drank the Kool-Aid." It means you have already taken this on. You have been inspired by this. I feel the same. I meet many people that is just not interested in doing same every day.
There's enough. Don't want to every day.
I do think that, you know, maybe Ashtanga yoga is for you and it's for me and it's for a lot of people, but there's definitely people out there, they should do something, some other thing than yoga or yoga. But I think that you don't know until you try for a little bit.
Yeah, but also we have to say that every yoga wants to go to the same point, but there are so many how can I say, direction to reach the point, you know, and everybody has to find their own yoga, because of course maybe Ashtanga is not it doesn't really works for everybody, because maybe, you know, it's also a strong practice, and someone wants to do something that is more quiet or different, but because I think every yoga has his own value and wants to bring you in the same point. Then it's like a circle, you know, and the point is in the center, but you can reach that point from every point from the circle. Ashtanga is one of very interesting point.
You know, there's this saying, there's many ways to Rome.
Maybe?
There's many ways to Rome.
To reach Rome, exactly. Rome is the center of the world.
It is, except Milan is a little more center, isn't it? So.
Yes, a little bit on the north, same, but different, you know, like actually Milan is quite different from Rome in many ways, but Rome, of course, is the eternal city.
It is my first time in your city, Elena.
You've never been in Milano?
I'm so
I have
excited.
to bring you somewhere. We have to go to see something. Maybe I can bring you to the Dome, because
you bring me wherever you want. It would be fun to see.
There are a few things very interesting in Milano, but two mainly things are Dome, the Duomo. Di Milano is the church, is beautiful, and then the second one is the Last Supper.
The pizza.
Pizza?
The pizza.
La pizza. Okay, pizza, of course, but the pizza is already there, you know. No, but I was saying that the Last Supper of Leonardo. You know,
oh, I would love to see that.
We'll see. I can try to book now. We try, but it's very difficult to find the place. But we try. Who knows? Maybe someone. Who knows if it's the destiny for you to see it?
Is it because Because there's so many tourists that want to go and
Yes,
see.
because they do it by booking. We have to book, but we try. Who knows?
Yes.
Ah,
That sounds fun. Michelangelo, oh, he's so
yeah.
famous, that man.
Or maybe we can go there and ask if someone is not show up, you know, and when we can. Who knows? It can happen, eh?
I trust you.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. On Saturday we can go. It's good. Okay. And what else? What we will speak also in balance, and then inverted pose. You said, and
Yes, remind me, we're doing Mysore Saturday and Sunday, and I think we're doing a Friday class on Friday,
On
right?
Friday, we start in the evening with some pranayama and some clue about Patanjali,
Yes.
and a little. I don't remember if you are doing a little practice, but maybe
Not
very
so much.
And then
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday on the morning,
Mysore.
Mysore. And we make most probably not for sure 2 turns because you know, do not have so many people.
Good.
And then in the afternoon on Saturday we are speaking about
Backbend, is that right?
backbends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday about inverted pose.
Some
And then
strength
balance pose, like
yes.
headstand, headstands, and
Yes.
so on.
Oh, Elena, I think that's a really good program actually that we have made there. Because, you know, first of all, we get to focus on pranayama on and breathing on Friday, which is always a fantastic way to start.
Yeah.
And also, I find that pranayama, some of the principles of pranayama retention, to be exact, gives us a fantastic opportunity to take a look into the very core, the very central mechanic of what yoga is trying to do. The big old fight between good and evil, between samadhi and kleshas, that we can really get our hands on that. So we will do that on Friday. So that means we get really well set up to have conversations about breath and about what yoga is for the rest of the weekend, that we can bring into the practice in the Mysore, and then also into backbending and strength. So when we're doing that, I feel we are covering 2 super important things. We are covering about how to work the back and how to work flexibility. And then the next day we work with how to work the front of the body and how to work strength. So I would say between pranayama and samadhi klesha and the posterior chain backbend and the anterior chain strength and forward bend, that's a really well-rounded program.
Right.
And hopefully, you know, your student will go home with a little bit new inspiration about how to pursue the practice and what they already know, whatever that is. That's a great program.
Yes, I'm sure it will be amazing. Anyway, you know, it's how many years I'm trying to have you at the Shala here.
Well,
It's
we've
many years.
Yeah. But then, you know, there was this thing that happened in 2020. I forgot the name. What was it called?
Yes,
That
me too.
global thing, you know.
Something happened.
You know, that thing. Yes. So, yeah, a little bit of obstacles came in between.
Yeah, but it was quite difficult also to reach in 2020, the invitation that you said, because, you know, it took a long time. I had to ask you so many times to come here.
I
And
just play
finally,
hard to get.
and finally you are coming. I'm so happy. Okay, mainly I'm so happy to see you and to meet you again. This is my personal happiness about. And then I'm so happy that finally you can come also to share your teaching with my students in my school. It's so beautiful, my school, you will see.
Well, I have seen a little bit online, you know, so I can see it looks really nice.
You will see, you will see. Very beautiful place. And yeah, and also I'm very happy that my students can really take inspiration from you and you know, share this great teaching and this great teacher with your voice. And I'm so happy, you cannot even imagine this. I'm so really happy that you are coming.
Let's see what happens. On Monday morning, you might go, oh my God, he destroyed all the students.
Don't worry, I don't think so. Or maybe you said, oh my God, that was so wonderful. It's always wonderful. Come on, you know that. You know, this thing, what is very, you know, what is so beautiful about yoga, that if you are really stable in the yoga and you do a lot of yoga in your life, everything you do, especially in the yoga topic, is so beautiful. Everything is going so well and people are so happy. You know, this is always the result of it, and it's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I agree. This method works, and slowly, just by doing these silly asanas so many times over, something starts to grow inside of us.
Yeah, practice, and all is coming.
Oh, yes, practice really badly, and then really badly is coming. Yeah, no,
It's
I'm
not
just
true. Also, if you practice now very good,
I agree.
it's okay.
No, I agree.
Something happens anyway, you know, with understanding.
There's something about the method that works.
Yes.
And everybody who I meet who's done it for a long time, there's something very special that is being cultivated. You know, the classic things like patience and in like self-confidence and internal power and some kindness. Is always some warmness is always coming through. We can feel it every time we walk into a yoga shala. It is much nicer than going into a place where you have to try to buy a car.
Yeah,
It's a very different experience.
that's for sure.
So,
for sure, it's a nicer place.
it is definitely a nicer place.
But you know, Patabi Joyce was always saying, yoga people are happy people.
Yes.
He was saying always like this, happy people, happy people. It's true. You know, Narasimhan said always that the people that does yoga is much more joyful than others, just because there is something that inside you feel that makes you joyful, you know, and also full of gratitude.
Yeah.
And he said also, see if your yoga practice is working, depends of how much gratitude you have inside. If you feel gratitude, your yoga practice is working very well.
He's an amazing man, Narasimhan.
Yeah, no.
He is one of the wisest guys I've ever met out there.
Yeah, now he has some problem, you see, you know?
Yes.
Problem, but you know.
Yes, he is.
He did a lot for all of us.
Yeah. You know,
Anyway.
I was just thinking about what you were saying there. I think you're right that sense of gratitude, it kind of builds up in us. And the sense of kindness and joyfulness, it builds up in us. And I think also because we learn some skills.
Yeah.
I think we become skilled in how to navigate our mental and emotional selves. And we start to realize that just because we feel good or bad or sad one day, it doesn't need to influence our life. And we become very skilled in how to counter these very natural emotions that is maybe not to our benefit. We become very skilled in how to work with them and come back to a place where kindness, where compassion, where joy is, where happiness is more present. So
this is absolutely true, because when you do yoga, it's like that you have an instrument, you have a very great tool.
Yes.
To make your life better. It's really, you know, at the beginning when I was starting yoga, everybody's saying yoga is a transformation path. And at the beginning, you don't understand what it means, but actually it's true. You change your shape, you know, transformation means exactly that. But it's not that you change, you just remove what doesn't allow to you to be yourself, to be what you are.
Yep.
And that is, and you can discover this more and more and more, you know, over the year, doing the practice, and then, you know, see the world in another way and feel this, yes, joyful gratitude, kindness, compassion, very nice things. And I think that in this moment, more and more than before,
Yeah, you
we
think?
need that.
Yeah. And it's very interesting because slowly you realize that your natural state is with one leg behind the head like this. Who would have
It's
thought
true.
that, right?
You know, like yoga nidrasana, you know, when you start to do yoga nidrasana, that is you have both legs behind your neck.
There it is.
You know, lie down and say, okay, this is the posture of the yogi that sleeps. And I say,
Yes.
come on.
That's how you sleep, right?
And
This is
then,
how I sleep.
come on,
Because we are
and then
doing
it's
yoga.
true, because at certain moments, in that pose, you can be very, very, very fine and feel that you can really sleep there. It's so comfortable, that pose, on certain. When you reach that pose, you have to do all the rest before, of course. But when you reach that pose and you learned all the rest, then you can really feel that pose like, okay, I can stay there, I can be there, I can enjoy there, and I can sleep there. It's true. Come on, you know it.
Yes, the only thing is you need servants because you can't go and get pizza, you can't do anything, so they have to do everything for you to come, which is very nice of them.
Like the real yogi, you know, he was just doing yoga, and then the rest, everybody was thinking about.
So whatever happens.
Okay, Tim, it was so nice. I'm so happy that we had this connection before to see each other, and also to, you know, to speak together and share this live. You know, this is my first live in my life. What about you?
Well, yes, no, I was gonna make a really bad joke, but I think I won't make a joke. Yeah, no, I've tried this before. Sometimes, you know, every now and then, like this. You know, Elena, I was thinking, should we ask if there is a question or two before we hang up?
Oh yes,
from the
of course.
people?
Yeah,
Would that
yeah.
be
We'll
good?
see if we can read, but we'll see.
I can't
If
see
se
any.
avete qualche domanda, fatela ora, se no la dovete fare poi durante il seminario. Quindi provate a fare delle domande. No, dovrebbero arrivare man mano se qualcuno le chiede. Vediamo, sono pronta per leggere.
Maybe we can make sure to tell everybody. So since I'm from Denmark, the whole workshop is going to be in Danish. So no, it's not.
No.
I'm going to be speaking
Okay,
English.
we can come also in Copenhagen. You are in Copenhagen
That's
now?
what we do. I'm in Copenhagen, yes.
Okay. Oh, finally you are at home with your
Just a
family,
little bit.
with your original family.
Yes, I stayed there a little bit with my mom, but then at the moment I'm Kino is also here. My wife Kino is also here, and we have rented an apartment in Copenhagen. I love my mom, but you know, she's my mom. I can take her that much. So. Yes.
Very good. Anyway, the workshop in Milano will be from Friday 28th of September till Sunday 22nd of September, and with the team Feldmann for 3 days. And don't lose this opportunity, because the first time in Milano and not first time in Italy, but in Milano, yes.
First time teaching in Italy.
First time teaching in Italy?
Yes, because when I was practicing with Lino many years ago, Lino said that he didn't think that it was a good idea to have different teachers teach in Italy. Only one teacher, one lineage, because not to confuse the students. So that was his request for a long time. And then at some moment I asked him, I said, I hadn't been practicing with Lino for some time, but still he got me started. He was my root teacher. I'm very grateful to him. So I wrote to him, I said, listen, I've been invited to, I think it was Bologna, I think. I said, can I go? And then he said, I don't think it's a good idea. So then I didn't go. So, but now I think it's been 20 years. I think now it's time.
Also because now in Italy, everybody's coming to teach in Italy.
Things have changed.
Italy is one of the most beautiful places in the world, and of course, everybody wants to come in Italy.
Yes, it's so nice. Yes, yeah, and the situation is very different now.
Yeah,
so I'm very happy, Elena, to come and guest you. I can't think of a better way to initiate the yoga teaching of mine.
In Italy.
Va bene.
Great. Okay. All the questions will be during the workshop. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the question is there, but no problem. And Tim, thank you very much for this. Such a modern way to speak, because it's not. We are not so young yet to have these things, but we can, go ahead also.
We do our best.
We do it. Anyway, see you in 10 days. I wait for you, and I will come to the airport to pick you up, of course.
I look forward to it.
And then it will be wonderful to have you, I'm sure. Okay.
Thank you, Elena.
Thank you. Big kiss to you. See you in a while, and grazie a tutti per tutti coloro che hanno seguito, che vedranno eventualmente la registrazione. E niente, scusateci per l'inizio, ma ovviamente le cose tecniche succedono sempre, e ci vediamo presto. I was thank you everybody, and and I said sorry for what happened, technical stuff at the beginning, but to do have patience, because not easy. Anyway, we'll see very soon. Ciao, Tim.
Ciao, Elena.
Say hello to Kino. Okay. Say hello to Kino, and see you very soon. Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Likes.